Alright, this is your motherfucking host with the motherfucking most, Ride or Die Racing. Today we're going to be taking off the Taurus system on our Yamaha Blaster. As you can tell, this is stock carburetor with stock bullshit. Yamaha Blaster problems. So the Taurus system normally cuts the spark off once it detects that the throttle is wide open, and it just some mechanism, it triggers and stops the spark. These often go more bad than they do good, so we're gonna be taking it off today. We're not gonna be putting the Taurus delete on today, but we will be taking the plugs off. So the wires that you can see right here, these are yellow and black. So that being said, this harness right here is going to be disconnected. This runs, as you can see, to the front, where you have, this is your Taurus box right here. That's the Taurus box, not your CDI. That's your CDI box right here. You leave that alone. Don't mess with the CDI box. So with that being said, you also have, if you follow the wire all the way up, the yellow and black, where your throttle is, your throttle cable is, and this box right here. Right here, take these 3 bolts off, and you got to take this connector off, because this is the mechanism right here. Let me show you. What you will need to do this, everybody's bike is different. Some people got Phillips head, some people got hex screws. It just depends. You will need a Phillips head for this, so just put it in. I'm using one hand right now, so bear with me. Just screw it out. Take that one out. Unscrew that. Screw it out. Now, once you take that off, take the 3 bolts out, put them somewhere in a safe location where you ain't gonna lose them. Take the cover off, put that aside. Okay, now as you can see, this is your throttle right here. This is the mechanism for your throttle. Alright, so this mechanism right there, as you can see, this part right here is what causes it to mess up and stuff over time. See how it claws back? So you want to take that off. So what you will need to do is, there was a Phillips here, a Phillips screw in here. I took it out already for the sake of the video. So you're gonna have to pry this out. So being that I only have one hand, let me see if I can do this with just one finger. Pry it out. Now, remember, you got this rubber gasket that's on there, and you don't want to mess that up, because you can still use it. Some people use it to keep it clogged. So most people, what they do is they snip it and then just pull it out and put the rubber back in. So I could do that technically. It just depends, but I probably will snip it. But this is what you do, because you might want to resell the Taurus system, or you might want to just hold on to it, so you don't never snip it right here where the connector is. You don't never snip it right there. Snip it around about this part right here. That way, you know, just in case you decide, oh, I want it on, or whatever, you can do that. So what you'll need to snip it with is a pair of snippers. So I'm gonna go around maybe about this part right here. That should be good. So just snip it like that. Boom. Now that you got that out the way, you can actually pull this through. So as you can see, I'm pulling this out. I'm Like I said, I'm got only one hand right now, so bear with me. So y'all see I pulled this out. So this is the mechanism right here for the torque system. Okay, you won't need this anymore. So you just put that down right there. Then you go back to this and you plug this back in, so it's, you know, the gasket is good. But you will need to take this back off your rubber piece. I mean, off the whatchamacallit, the wire. So take that off. Just slide it down. Okay, so the rubber piece is off. You just move this aside like that. Just slide it right back in. Voila, boom. Now slide that down. They put that in there so you don't have to worry about no dirt or nothing getting in there. So what you can do, you can plug that off. We can put silicone in it or whatever like that, just so it doesn't get any dirt or water or mud in it, you know, over time or whatever. So now that we got that part of the torus wire cut, you follow that wire, that same wire, you pull it out. As you can see, you follow it through here, and this is the connector piece. This connector piece goes on this part of the torus. So you just disconnect it. It's gonna be connected like this. So you boom, pop it out, and you pull this wire out, as you can see. Boom. Now you won't need this wire no more. Just throw that on the floor. And you come back over here. This is the other part of the torus system. So most people, I ain't gonna say most people, dumb people will try to unwire this from the harness all the way through, you know, follow it all the way back. But that's gonna take all damn day. So you don't wanna take that off. As long as it's disconnected, you're good. So you could just leave that hanging. That's the torus system right there. Now, like I said, this is the torus box. So what you wanna do is you wanna get a Phillips head, and you wanna take that off as well. So you got a Phillips head, screwdriver, and we're gonna unscrew this torus computer. Okay. So now that you got that, loosen that up, take the bolt out, take the torus brain off, boom. Just throw that over there too. You won't be needing that. That's the reason why people get intermittent spark and stuff like that, because sometimes it wants to give you spark, sometimes it doesn't. This was the other wire for the torus system. You know, that's off. This goes to the handlebar wires up here, as you can see. But you won't need to be taking anything off unless you're having a problem with your handlebars, kill switch, or the light system. This is your voltmeter right here. This is giving the current for, like, if you're running lights and whatever. We're not gonna be doing any of that. So pretty much that's all it is for the torus system. But you still have to go back to the carburetor. And once you go back to the carburetor, you look on top of the box. This is your torus box on top of the carburetor. This yellow and black wire right here needs to be disconnected as well. So you're gonna have to disconnect this, and then as you can see, this wire goes to the carburetor. You can snip it from the bottom of the carburetor. This other part is gonna go to that wire harness I was just telling you about, which people is not trying to, you know, unwire that, because you'd be there all damn day. These 5 wires right here are to your stator, so you can make sure, you know, you can check the current on your stator or whatever to make sure that's good. So that's pretty much it. That's how you take the torque system off. You know, I'll probably be doing another video on the torque delete soon, but that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want more videos on how to take a torque system or anything off a Yamaha Blaster or any other thing. Thank you.